Things don't look rosy for Belle, so will she take Ben's advice? Secret Diary of a Call Girl, starting over on ITV2 now. Here, shotguns, roadside fingerprint technology and bait cars. It's police. Camera, action.
Cameras, a vital tool in the fight against crime. We bring you the best and worst of what they capture.
Start moving now.
Tonight, criminals on the run and the high-tech cops who catch them. On Police, Camera, Action. Coming up, cameras in clever new places. The future is bleak for this criminal. And the stunning new weapon from the USA. The job of fighting crime has put the police at the cutting edge of new technology. It was the British police who pioneered the use of fingerprints in solving crime more than a century ago. They now have a database of more than 6.5 million prints. In this special programme, we'll be taking a close look at the very latest developments in police technology. And we'll be keeping a close eye on Adrian Simpson as he walks us through the very latest gadgets.
You're watching me through the eyes of an incredible new device which could be spying on you any day now. It's not a bird, it's not a plane. Keep watching and all will be revealed.
And we'll be on the road with a police team that has a powerful new database at its fingertips. Plus, we'll be discovering why stolen identities really could become a thing of the past.
About 20 years ago, traffic police started using a clever new piece of kit, a video camera mounted inside their patrol cars. It allowed them to record motorists who cause accidents.
Oh, what's she doing? Oh dear.
As well as those who intentionally put lives at risk. The videos could then be used as evidence in court. The pictures of this pursuit helped secure an extra 3 months in prison for the driver. Since then, video technology has become smaller and more reliable. The police are finding ever more inventive places to put cameras. This one is mounted in the helmet of a Cambridgeshire police motorcycle officer. It sees whatever he sees, like the red car running a red light, for example. When a man was seen vandalising a car after a football game, the motorcycle is there to provide high-speed, highly mobile assistance to officers on foot. The helmet camera shows the man's futile attempt to escape. He pleaded guilty to criminal damage. But cameras can be used for more than just recording evidence. When connected to a police computer, a powerful crime-fighting tool is born.
In the past decade, one piece of technology has revolutionised roads policing, ANPR, or automatic number plate recognition. The police love it, and we're going to show you why. This camera here is linked to an onboard computer which can read any legal number plate. That car was going at motorway speed, but it can still pick out the details with perfect accuracy. But that's not the clever part. In the time I've been talking to you, the computer has checked the number plate against 25 different computer databases to see if the car's connected to crime, stolen, untaxed or uninsured. Basically, anything you'd want to know about the car. Dave, we swapped the plates on our Vauxhall and it's come up in about 15 to 20 seconds. As quick as that, they actually belong to a black Fiat Punto, so you'd be thinking, bingo, wouldn't you?
That vehicle's on false plates, yes.
So I'm guessing that this is such a clever piece of kit, it doesn't matter how fast you're going or what side of the road you're on, everything is within your grasp.
Yes, it'll read anything that goes through the camera. And vehicles that are travelling the other way that we wouldn't have stopped. It highlights to us that there may be some problem with the driver or the vehicle that we can then check out.
It's such a clever device, it has all sorts of uses, as you're about to see.
Bedfordshire Police's ANPR system has flagged up what appears to be a car with no insurance. PC's Darren Sharp and Martin Baker catch the driver as he pulls up at home.
Hello sir, how are you? We've got information marker on your vehicle, OK. That's why we spun round and we wanted to have a little chat with you. Are you all insured and everything on it?
Yeah.
Can I have a look at those?
Give me insurance, because these divvies do me head in.
Can you get his insurance
Give
for
me
us?
insurance, will ya? better to do, my God.
Well, I don't think you should say that, really, should you?
Well, my God.
The man appears to have a bit of a temper on him, and after a quick call to the insurance company, Martin thinks he knows why.
Thank you very much for your time, then. Cheers. Bye.
I can drive anyone's car as long as they can, their owner consent.
Well, that's not according to your policy.
Ring them up,
so
will you?
You can ring them up, but at the moment we're going to be taking the car off you.
Come take a seat in the back of the car. I just need to interview you in relation to that. Must point out to you that you're not under arrest, OK?
When the already angry man finds out he's losing his car, tensions escalate.
Do you understand?
It's all not mine, mother! Put it in there, stop mine! Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. I'm just taking it down. Well, leave got my stuff in it.
Right, please just deal with me.
Come on.
OK?
And Darren has to try to keep things calm before the man loses control.
He's been interviewed now regarding the fact that he's got no insurance to drive the vehicle, and again the vehicle's going to be taken away. His parents are on the phone to the insurance company now trying to sort out some discrepancies, but at the end of the day, if he wasn't insured when we stopped him, he's not got any insurance to cover him.
No, fact of the matter, as far as we know, he hasn't got any insurance, so we'll take the vehicle away from him.
The driver was later able to prove he was insured after all and was cleared by the courts.
Cheers, boss.
I wonder if after his temper tantrum he was let off by the other party caught up in the incident, his mum. In the USA, police have taken this one step further, combining cameras and computers with a taser stun gun. The man behind this door has a knife, and officers are trying to disarm him peacefully. Taser use is being more widely rolled out in the UK. This taser is equipped with a camera that switches on automatically when the weapon is drawn. This incident looks horrific, but the taser is designed to subdue a suspect without causing permanent injury. That's exactly what happened in this case, as the man is taken into custody. The decision to use a weapon is a difficult one for any officer, but recording incidents like this help create an incontrovertible record which police can use to justify their actions. The taser cam is currently being tested by the British government and could be shooting video in the UK very soon.
Here's the scenario. Bedfordshire Police have stopped a dodgy-looking motorist.
OK, Mr Simpson, as I've got doubts as to the validity of the details that you've already given me, what I require you to do, and it is a voluntary consent, is to take an image of your fingerprint.
He says he's Adrian Simpson. He even looks like me. Clearly, he's stolen my identity. But if someone's determined to lie, it's difficult to find out exactly who they are.
Mr Simpson, what I'm going to ask you to do is if you could bring your right hand up, please, forefinger, and place it flatly on the screen there.
But now there's this. It's called Lantern, and it's a mobile fingerprint identification system. It means that police can check anywhere on the roadside the driver's identity and find out if they're potentially dangerous or wanted.
I'm sending that image off to be compared to all the images that have either been found at crime scenes or people that have been brought into custody for recordable offences.
The Lantern device works by electronically scanning a suspect's index fingers. That information is then sent to a central fingerprint database and checked against 6.5 million fingerprints.
OK, we've had the result come back. What I've got to say to you now is that you are under arrest.
And in this case, he's been fingered. Not only has this evil-looking villain stolen my identity, he's also a wanted criminal with a record as long as your arm.
The police in Durham don't need this driver's fingerprints to know he's up to no good. When a wanted criminal is on the run, sometimes it's not technology, but old-fashioned teamwork that brings him to justice. These officers are working together to prevent the thief's escape. Using a tried and tested piece of technology, the police radio, the officers carefully coordinate their movements to block the criminal's path. But the thief is determined to carry on and barges one patrol car out of the way. All the while recording this driver's reckless behaviour, the police try again to box in the runaway car. The training, teamwork and patience of these officers pays off. The car is brought to a safe stop. They get their man and no one is hurt. After the break, the height of new police technology. New thief, the criminal lineup on the internet. And the mini driver causing maximum chaos.
At 10:30, the police guilty as charged over the errors that led to the death of Jean-Charles de Menezes. That's in 15 minutes.
Coming up in part 2, the toy that could mean game over for criminals. Every police officer's new personal assistant, and thieves who run but can't hide. Police are always trying new ideas to fight crime. The pictures you're seeing are from a bait car owned by a police in Vancouver. It's an attractive motor purposely left out to be stolen. When a thief takes the bait, a camera starts recording everything that happens inside the car. It also sends GPS data to the control room.
No, man, I don't want to get busted with this. We just stole this vehicle, dude.
This is clever stuff, but it's not that new. British police have been using bait cars for more than a decade. But the Canadians have taken things one step further by putting these videos on the internet. They can be found on a website which helps drivers keep their cars safe. Along with tips on preventing theft and crime stats, the videos are a warning to would-be car thieves. If you steal a car, you could be caught in a police trap. Police can track the car anywhere and with a simple mouse click can shut down the engine.
Get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground!
Of course, not every police camera is covertly hidden. The UK now has more than 5,000 highly visible traffic enforcement cameras. But did you know some record video as well as your speed? This driver didn't, otherwise he wouldn't be waving with both hands. Watch carefully as he waves goodbye to £185 in fines and court costs and says hello to 3 points on his licence. And this newly qualified driver might not have tried this totally illegal manoeuvre if she knew Cambridgeshire police were recording the whole thing. She lost her licence and will have to retake all parts of her test.
This is one of the most amazing devices in the police arsenal. It's the Unmanned Aerial Vehicle, or UAV, and it's the UK's first remote-controlled police aircraft, nicknamed the Microdrone. Originally designed for use by the military, the Americans have been using devices like these for years, but now they're coming into service in the UK. Merseyside Police already has 2, and they could be coming to a force near you. So look out for them, because they could be looking out for you.
As well as recording video, it can beam live pictures to an operator on the ground. Traditionally, pictures like these have to be taken by a full-size police helicopter, but at £5.5 million each, that's an expensive way to enforce the law. This little UAV has a big range of uses, everything from riots to house fires. The West Midlands Fire Service have bought one, so they no longer need to borrow the big police helicopter for major incidents.
The Microdrone is virtually silent, electrically powered and cheap enough to be at every stadium in the country keeping an eye on things. In fact, because it weighs just 1 kilogram, it's technically classified as a toy. So it can come into the stadium and film the crowd from the touchline.
At first, police aerial photography was as simple as a man with a camera filming through an open door. For a long time, aircraft have played an essential part in recording evidence for court, as well as guiding officers on the ground.
Straight through the hedge as the traffic car stops
on the road under the helicopter.
Today, air support units have specially mounted surveillance systems with gyroscopes to keep the camera steady and the ability to transmit live pictures to the control room. They also have thermal imaging cameras which can spot criminals in any visibility.
November 73 from 88.
The North Midlands ASU is tracking a car thief as he tries to hide from police in snowy moorland.
Yes, go ahead.
He's abandoned a stolen car after it was spotted by an ANPR camera and ran into the hills on foot.
Yeah, Golf 5 from November 73. If you monitor the last transactions, the wanted person is far too far away on foot.
It's a pitch black winter night and the officers on the ground are having trouble finding their suspect. But the helicopter's infrared camera can easily spot the man's white-hot image against the cold black of the snow.
Oscar Hotel 18. Yes, go ahead. This person is directly beneath the aircraft. He's trying to dig into the snow now. We're going to use the PA and tell him to come to the road.
The helicopter uses another weapon in its arsenal, a Sky Shout PA system to call down for the man to give himself up. Realising he's caught, he decides there's no point in freezing to death on this cold winter night.
Hello, Oscar Hotel 18. Hotel 18, go ahead. This person's now responded to the PA is walking towards the officers. 1025, thank you.
With a little help from the air, the police find the thief, bringing this hot pursuit to an end.
Oscar Hotel 881 detained en route back to Ripley Base.
Charlie Tango 67. You can have a vehicle check.
Since 1994, the Police National Computer has been an essential resource for every police officer. But until recently, it was only accessible from police stations. So an officer in the field had to call up the control room, taking up valuable radio time.
Yeah, lovely job, thanks for that.
But now with these, the police have the power of the Police National Computer at their fingertips. I'm with PC Martin Lent from the Bedfordshire Police. Martin, why are these so useful?
These devices, commonly known as Blackberries, are useful. As you say, we have the power of PNC at our fingertips. We can ask for people's personal details to be put in. We can put in vehicle details, chassis numbers, we can do voters checks. Everything that you would normally be able to put through the Police National Computer, we can put in on these devices.
And the response is pretty rapid, is it?
The response is as rapid as it would be through calling the control room.
So, yeah, another piece of technology which is saving you time and making your job of catching criminals a bit easier, I should think.
Oh, absolutely, because anything that I would normally check through PNC, I can check on this device here.
All very impressive, but what's even more impressive is when the lads from the Bedfordshire Police took it out with us and an ANPR camera. A formidable combination.
Bedfordshire PCs Martin Baker and Darren Sharp are alerted to a vehicle by their ANPR system.
It says that it's responsible for motoring offences in the Bedfordshire area, so what exactly they are we don't know, but we'll do a PNC check on it.
I'll run him through, Martin.
All right. Hello, mate, how are you? I'll come and stand over here a bit. Is it your vehicle?
One of my friend's vehicle.
It's a friend's vehicle. OK, then.
I got Renault Clio. I got his fully commission so I can drive any car.
Do you know the registration number of your Clio?
No, I don't know.
Because we need to prove that you've got insurance to drive it.
You ever been in trouble with the police before?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You are known to us then. OK. What I'm going to do, sir, I'm going to run you through the national computer, OK? You're not wanted or disqualified or anything like that at the moment?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got that licence there? I can grab your details from there.
Darren checks the man's identity against the Police National Computer.
Where are you living at the moment, sir?
He types his query into his personal digital assistant.
You've got insurance, but you haven't got the registration number for your vehicle.
And it responds with some interesting information.
According to our database, there's no insurance on the vehicle. Boss, the bottom line is this. You've got to prove to us that you've got insurance, because at the moment, we believe that you don't have.
ANPR alerted the police to the uninsured car, and now they know the driver is uninsured as well. Neither one can be allowed to stay on the road.
Just come and take a seat in the back of the car and we'll sort it out.
OK, I made checks which reveals you have insurance, but you're not entitled to drive other vehicles on account of your age. OK, I'm reporting you for driving that vehicle without insurance.
Because the young man was driving the car illegally, the police have the power to seize it. The owners have 2 weeks to get it insured, or they'll lose their BMW for good. AMPR, mobile PNC and cameras in all manner of places are helping to keep British roads safe. But if a thief is determined to escape, the police will always need their skills and their wits to catch him. The man in this Mini is being pursued by an unmarked car from Greater Manchester's Tactical Vehicle Crime Unit, an elite force dedicated to fighting theft and robbery. All of the unit's unmarked cars have cameras, which they use to record this dangerous pursuit through residential streets. The Mini takes a perilous U-turn and darts down an alleyway where the police car cannot follow. This is exactly as he planned it, because a second car is waiting around the corner, and before police catch up, he jumps into it, abandoning the Mini. But these highly trained officers know how to stay one step ahead of their target. A second police car is already in place to carry on the pursuit. And police now know 2 thieves are together in this black Audi. Several police cameras now have their hazardous flight on video. It can be used in court to show just how much danger these criminals are causing to the public. The police set a trap for the car, puncturing its tyres with a stinger as it rounds the bend, where other police cars are lying in wait. The plan works as the driver careers onto the pavement, before the car finally stops. The Audi driver was convicted of several burglaries, as well as dangerous driving and driving while disqualified. The Mini driver was also a wanted burglar. He was sent to a detention centre for 12 months. It just goes to show criminals can run, but they can't hide.
As we've seen, automatic number plate recognition has revolutionised the way police track wanted vehicles. But now similar technologies are being worked upon that will help them track wanted people. 3D facial recognition systems are currently being tested by police technologists. And if they are successful, it really will mean that criminals have nowhere to hide. And that's all from Police Camera Action. So till next time, let's be careful out there.
Tango Alpha 9-1.